for the downward understanding, they live a life of no knowledge, ignorant of the realities of the soul. Then the fire of their ignorance begins to overtake them. As a result of this anger and lack of knowledge, they entered into a darkness in which the lower desire begins to overtake them. And everything about their lower desire is of a fiery nature. So ignorance, anger makes fire. So then the whole of this dunya now is operating, and these are the concepts of 666. So if we want to know, oh where is 666, where is 6, everyone on earth now is based on that 666, based on that Dajjal, the man of deception, the people of deception. And all his deception is about keeping people ignorant, make them to be stupid, make them to be dumbed down, make them to have no understanding of anything significant. Anyone who studies a science and goes to a modern university, if what you study its intention is not to glorify Allah, it is then glorifying Satan. It's a very simple line. If I study advanced physics, mathematics and sciences with the intention to glorify my Lord, and when I study it I say, subhanallah ya Rabbi, how you made all this amazing creation. That knowledge is based on the glorification of Allah. If I study it to disprove Allah and to think that we came from a baboon, you're in the school of shaitan, and shaitan is taking away all light. Has a knowledge that's not based on anything from the heavens. So now what has entered into this earth and is increasing day by day is of that. Immense ignorance is entering, immense angers are proliferating everywhere. And then as a result everything begins to burn. And that's why in these days you're seeing so many of awliyaullah being taken. When Allah lift, and Prophet described that in the last days they would take away knowledge from the earth, and companions were scared that would Qur'an be taken? No, but knowledges would be taken. Knowledges, because the true stars, the people of ahbab and love, their love produced immense oceans of reality. If Allah take the lovers away from the earth, what remains is hatred. And everything of this earth, from what you cannot see, every building, every molecule, everything around us, its glue is held by love and muhabbat. If Allah pulls the love, everything begins to turn to dust. The love is pulled. When the love pulls, everything begins to collapse and become dust. Means everything begins to burn, to begin to collapse. Everything begins to be destroyed. Love is being pulled. The true lovers are all leaving, and that's why we posted, Imam Ali ask me while I'm here. There's not a day that is going to be forever. When there's a shaykh, you have to be there present with them, they're there to address you, to bless you. Whatever Allah put upon their heart to be conveyed to you, fitna and incorrect understandings is only the party of shaitan that want to people to be in ignorance. What Prophet would never want. Prophet wants the dissemination of Islam, Iman and Maqam al-Ihsan. Shaitan wants no dissemination. That's why when you understand the people of 666, they don't want knowledge anywhere, as they don't put it on their satellites, they don't put it on anything. They want only people to be in ignorance. They have only the way to propagate a way of anger. Even both television shows propagate anger. Nobody propagating love. So they just increase anger. One who says he's for him shows the anger, the one against him talks in anger. So all they're really doing is propagating anger, 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 and then the people become fiery. When Prophet described, my companions are like stars, all these awliyaullah, they're inheriting from the holy companions. Why they became a star? Because with that reality of ignorance, Prophet opened for them their true Islam. That they chose the Islam of realities. That Islam, the power of their soul comes and locks the point of ignorance, takes away ignorance and brings the reality of the true Islam of love, of actions, of submitting, of being trained in how to be nothing, to be humble. Not read about humble and tell people to be humble, but to be humbled yourself, to be brought down and humiliate yourself continuously. Then brings that down and that light begins to encompass that reality. Their anger is brought down by the light of their faith. As soon as they make praisings, as soon as they make salawat, the light emanating from their heart immediately extinguishes the fire because it's much more powerful. Their faith is so powerful, immediately it extinguishes anger, and then the soul grabs those 2 points and illuminates them. That's how the star is now transforming. Instead of having 2 triangles, one up and one down, their triangle, their soul is actually coming out and overtaking their body. Where everybody else is reversed. The inside triangle, the upper soul triangle is of no power. So their lower body reality overtakes them and they become just a body person. In this reality, when Allah opens the upward reality, their soul actually starts to come out and they're operating from their soul. Their soul's Islam puts and takes away ignorance and gives them knowledges. They can speak from what other people can't even understand. That's why we said that the knowledges will be lifted from the earth. These are real lovers, they are real stars on this earth. The knowledges that are coming not only wipe away ignorance but bring all the haqqaiqs of the heaven. The iman that they have is so powerful, it takes away anger and takes away anger of anyone in their presence. Because of the level of iman, the light that coming from that star, their star bigger than the sun. The sun is smallest version. Their sun, their star bigger than that reality. That's an imitated reality just to show us the reality of a shams. So imagine that all this earth is a speck in the presence of the sun. This earth with its 7 billion people is like an epsilon in the presence of the sun. There are suns billion times larger than that sun. Even a red giant maybe 100 times bigger than that. There are awliya of different category and different powers of their sun reality. The 10,000 earths are like a dot in their presence. What Allah gave to the power of the soul can't even be imagined. So their Islam, it wipes out, and their iman wipes out every disbelief, every badness, every sin, everything is washed and burned in their presence. Every dead comes to life with the reality of their Islam and their iman. As a result of their power of their soul, their maqam al-ihsan, in their light of perfection, it took away the fire of bad desires. this light of maqam al-ihsan, where to see Allah. And if you can't see Allah know that Allah sees you. They have the whole of that reality. Not only they see what Allah wants them to see, but they see Allah in everything. They see Allah's light in everything. Every love and every interaction is Allah dealing with them. When they sit and they see the flower and the fragrance of the flower, as if Allah's fragrances and love is coming towards them, because they see the Divine reality in everything. So both was a reality. One, they began to see the Divine reality because Allah opened their vision, their ayn. Once they began to see the reality, they went so deep into that reality that they found Allah in all of it looking at them and calling them into that love, calling them into that love. As a result, it wiped out that fire, and they're not of a fire anymore that burns and harms people. But the fire of the reality, it illuminates people. Their fire eats the sins of people, it gives in exchange to them light and nur. And that's what Prophet described, that my companions, my ahbab, because you can add ahbab because they are the companions of the companions. Wajib al-taqleed, they followed the way, they became the companions of the companions. Any one of them you follow, they're like a star on a dark night. Imagine the one who can explain what a star is. The other ones, at least they say they're that, but they don't have any understanding of the haqqaiq and the reality of it. So it's not something you pick and choose not to be or not to be in that presence. Those are deep realities to who we are. When Allah sent, Prophet sent us to achieve that reality. When you accompany them, all of that is going to be perfected upon you. All of the body desires are going to be destroyed upon you until your upward triangle will overtake. Come out of your physicality, that's the Surat al-Zalzalah. What's hidden in you, Allah will make it to come out. The reality comes out, grabs the lower triangle and brings it up. As a result, Allah opens their 6 points. These are the 6 lataifs of the heart, and the 6 powers of the heart are opened upon them. The 7th point is where Allah rests upon the throne of their being. Because qalb al-mu'min baytullah, at that time Allah establishes His heart on their reality. And the kingdom of Allah is to be found within them. They are the walking kingdom of Allah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun ala al-mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa wa bi sirri Surat